It's a new year, and for most people, that means one thing: resolutions. Maybe yours is to go to bed earlier or to read more. But for many, it's to hit the gym. You know how it is: new year, new me. But not everybody's there to just work out. Some are just smoking heroin. That's what Seattle business owner Rohan Joseph's dealing with. His gym, Elliott Bay Community Fitness, has been overrun, not by waitlisters, but by drug addicts. Every day, it falls on him to kick the tweakers out.
Hey guys, I'm opening up here. You guys need to move. Take that out of here. I'm gonna dump water on you. Hey, you can't be here. No, get up right now. Hey, get the hell out of here. Keep it moving. Go.
Where's the Seattle mayor? Where's the Seattle police? Well, they're ignoring it. And this isn't unique to Seattle because big city Democrats are doing everything they can to make the drug crisis worse. So-called safe injection sites are popping up in cities from New York to San Francisco. Addicts can just shoot up under the supervision of a healthcare worker, and it's paid for by your tax dollars. And if Biden's Justice Department gets its way, these state-sanctioned opium dens are coming to a city near you. Don't look now, it's already happening in Philly. The DOJ is working with some nonprofit to reopen one of these drug dens, smack dab in the center of the city's opioid crisis.
In the loud, busy intersection of Kensington and Somerset, spent needles line a street and are tossed aside in a nearby corner. Just blocks away, a man is on his back, likely lost in the grips of his addiction. Advocates say a safe injection site, a place for heroin users to inject, receive care and counseling, will save lives and help communities.
Okay, I'm all for saving lives and getting people back on their feet, but feeding into their addictions, no good. Just listen to Pennsylvania's former federal prosecutor.
Opening an injection site would make the crisis worse. Normalizing drug use is not the answer to combating the opioid epidemic.
What a novel idea. Don't encourage drug use. Try to end drug use. I mean, when you create centers of drug abuse inside a city, it just attracts addicts and dealers. How long before the Sinaloa cartel sets up shop across the street from a drug injection site? Just give them what they want. I mean, if we don't do anything to stop this, it's going to spin out of control. Leighton Woodhouse is an investigative journalist and co-publisher of Public on Substack, and he joins me now. You're seeing momentum for these government-operated drug dens throughout the country. Tell us about that.
Well, we've had one of these in San Francisco for a while now, for about a year, and they actually just shut it down because it was such a disaster. Just to give you an example of what happens when you open some of these sites, right across the street is a Whole Foods market. A few months ago, I reported for the New York Post on this. Just brazen shoplifting by homeless drug addicts every day in front of employees, now in front of the cops who are stationed there in their off shifts. And when employees tried to do something about it, in one case, a security guard got thrown through plate glass, and another security guard who came down to his aid got choked out. So now Whole Foods just has a policy of just letting people steal because the liability issue is too great. And if you have no sympathy for big box stores like Whole Foods, well, in the Castro district in San Francisco, merchants are threatening a tax strike. In the Tenderloin, which is a poor working class immigrant community, merchants there are so tired of the lawlessness that they are demanding a tax refund from the city because the city can't provide or refuses to provide the most basic service of public safety.
All right, that sounds about right. So it's been a complete catastrophe in San Francisco, and the federal government says, you know what, let's try that in more cities. That's insane,
yeah.
And more people are going to get hurt. Great reporting, by the way. Keep it coming. We need to hear more about this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.